Hi everybody, it's Grumpy Giraffe. How is everyone doing? What am I doing? I'm currently doing my nails and it's almost 1 a.m. cause I have a flight to catch today and I want to be pretty during my trip. And speaking of trips, I went on a trip recently and I thought I would share. Oh my god, there's a hair in my mouth. Okay, sorry. So I went on a trip recently to Genting Highland in Malaysia and I thought I would make a video out of it. Fingers crossed that the audio recording goes well because I'm doing my nails, so I really cannot focus. I don't know why I decided to do this, like do my nails and edit video and talk about my Genting trip at the same time, but I need to commit. Alternatively, I watch a show while I do my nails, right? But then I have videos to make. So yeah, anyway, I took a 3-day 2-night trip to Genting in April. We took a coach from Singapore all the way to Genting. It includes the room as well. It's one of those coach with room package kind of deal that you can get from travel agencies. I will put the cost to everything on the video because I don't have it off the top of my head, but you will see it. So I went with my boyfriend, so the two of us. So everything that you see here is a 2-pack itinerary. Okay, first section, hotel. So the hotel that came with the package, we couldn't choose. It was First World Hotel. So this is one of the pictures. All pictures are my own. I took it with a cute little digicam that I have. We stayed at the First World Hotel, which is apparently the largest hotel in the world. It's this rainbow stripy thing in the background. Room was decent. I don't have a photo of the room, but it's decent. It's pretty small, but you can't complain for the price. And here is the hotel lobby. Oh, maybe I'll talk about the check-in process. We left Singapore at 6 a.m. We arrived in Genting at around 11:30. You can do this self-check-in thing at the kiosk with your passport, but first come first serve. So my assumption is that everybody at all the kiosks are also trying to check in. If you reserve the same room, then you are fighting for the same room. So it's like fastest fingers kind of deal. Standard check-in time, I think it's 3 p.m. but we were there at 12, didn't want to wait. So for a small fee, you can do early check-in, but I guess it's a little bit competitive. We try until there was like some error. Ask the staff for help. Staff try to do something, don't really know what's going on, and then ask me to go back to the kiosk to try myself again. So try until 12 o'clock, finally got a room. The early check-in fee was like negligible, maybe like 5 to 10 ringgit depending on how early you want. Gladly paid for that. We could pay at the kiosk together with some tourism tax lah, and then the machine will like vomit out your room card. And then at the last day when we checked out, it was also very simple. It's just a little machine and then you put the card back inside and then you're done. So how the rest of the video, how I've organized it, is not really very chronological but more in categories. I'll talk about the food and then I'll talk about the attractions and then some here and there, because this is the way my brain functions and I prefer to do it this way. So you can skip the section on food if you're not interested in food, etc. Take what you need, you know. For the next section, I'm going to talk about food. So for the first day 1 lunch, so after we checked in and then we went for lunch at Five Guys. So this is my first time at Five Guys. I know there's a branch or a few branches in Singapore, but I just never could justify the price. So now that I'm in Malaysia on a holiday, I thought I would give it a try. Like what, 40 ringgit for the burger and then like 18 ringgit for the free flow drink, 1 cup. Honestly a bit stupid lah now that I think about it. Like why would I pay 18 ringgit for 1 cup of drink? But never mind, I should have gotten the milkshake, but it's okay, we learn. So I got there's like the burgers come in 2 sizes, one normal and one small. So my boyfriend got the big one and I got a small one. There's also some sides. There are also some toppings which you can freely choose to add to your burger. I guess that's like kind of fun to do, but also not really worth much. And then we got fries to share and stupid $18 Coke, not Coke lah, $18 empty cup that you can fill with any soft drink, unlimited refill you want. Yeah, so I think the burgers, I mean, I'm glad I tried it and I'm not impressed. I feel like the bun is too thick. Like there's too much bun going on. I mean, it's an okay burger, but not a 40 ringgit burger, you know. Oh, the fries, the Cajun. So there are two fries options, I think. One normal and one Cajun fries. I think the Cajun fries were really, really good. And the portion was good too. Don't remember how much the fries was on its own, but we got the smallest one. And it was like more than enough for 2 people. In between lunch and dinner, one of our attractions, there was a Starbucks right there. So we got a drink at Starbucks. I got the green tea latte, not the frap. Very happy with it. And then for the next meal, which is our dinner, so we're walking around the mall, right? Sky Avenue or whatever that mall is called. Walk up and down, don't really know what to eat. So we look at the menu and then move on to the next shop, look at the menu. I would say one of the challenges is that because we were 2 people, so a lot of the options were not very suitable. In the end, we settled at Taiwan food place called Taipei. So I got a 卤肉饭. Then boyfriend got some like scallion noodles with dumplings set. And then we ordered a drink, some grapefruit fizzy, whatever. I quite like the 卤肉饭, that's what I thought. Boyfriend says it's so-so. I tried their 葱油面. There's this like spice in the sauce that is not really my thing. Boyfriend likes it, so it's up to your personal preference. The dumplings are okay, not memorable, not bad. And then the fizzy drink, oh my god, the fizzy drink, I had like, and I didn't even get to get a sip before my boyfriend finished everything. And then I was like scraping, poking into the crevices because there were a lot of toppings. So I was like trying to use a straw to like suck up the remaining drink. And the topping was really nice. I don't know what the topping is. It's a little bit crunchy, like a seedless pomegranate. Yeah, I never had like a proper sip of the drink. I only had like the scraps of the drink. Okay, sad, but it was a good drink. This was a good meal. We both got what we wanted and liked. I hope this place is still there. If you are visiting, I think it's worth a visit. And that was day 1. So day 2, we had our breakfast at a hotel. What's the hotel called? I forgot what's the hotel called. Oh, Genting Grand or something like that. I think so. The breakfast place is called Coffee Terrace. So when we first like checked in, then there was this option to, you want to add like 32 ringgit for 1 pax breakfast at Coffee Terrace. So when you pay for it at the kiosk, then they will like issue tickets that you can redeem at Coffee Terrace. And it was very strange because we couldn't find it. I thought it was the hotel next door, like the Crawfords, whatever, but it wasn't. And then it was like so far away. We walked like 15 minutes to get there. So we thought it was next door, right? So we left like 9:30 thinking it would be enough time. But then turns out it was not next door. We thought we wouldn't make it already because we wasted some time looking for it at the wrong hotel. Something in me was like super 不甘愿 because already pay ma, and then like, you know, you look forward to it and then your plans are not the way you envision. We just walked in the general direction and 15 minutes later we arrived at the place. And it was still open. It was like 10:15. They weren't closed at 10:30. In the picture you can see what I ate. I think there's some like local options like the chi chong fan, prata, nasi lemak, but I didn't take the nasi lemak things. And then some western options like the hash brown, ham, toast, porridge, salad bar. Salad bar is very simple. I was hoping for like smoked salmon, but don't have. And then there's a cereal bar. I think they use the real Cocoa Crunch, like the name brand Nestle and not the generic brand cereal. It tastes good. My boyfriend says the porridge is good, and then we both agreed that the chi chong fan was really good, and then he also said that the orange juice was good, and he was very happy that this meal cost only 32 ringgit. So I guess to him it was worth. To me, I think so lah. The western selection was very salty, not very nice. But all in all, it's like don't need to think, just go and eat buffet. Except that it's very far from First World, so I don't know why First World will offer this as their breakfast promotion or whatever it is. I think there's probably a shuttle bus, but the shuttle bus don't have like a live schedule, you know. So it's very hard to know if you already missed the bus, when's the next bus is coming, and then you have to like guess. Anyway, move on. So then midday, we didn't have a proper lunch. We were in the theme park already. So we got this chicken cheeseburger at the one of the burger stand. I think this burger was really good. It was 24 ringgit and then came with a drink. Just say that I thought it was better than the Five Guys burger that was twice the price. So good job theme park for having decently priced food that actually tastes good. And then we also got a hot dog from one of the hot dog stands. I don't have a photo of the hot dog stand, but this is the menu of the hot dog stand. That's my hand pointing at the menu. So the story of this pointing at the menu is I closed my eyes and then I just like randomly pointed because we couldn't decide which hot dog we wanted. And then my friend went to order and that was out of stock. There was only one option left. So like, what did we do all that for? Boyfriend says the hot dog was good. I'm not a fan of hot dog buns in general, so I would not comment on it, but he said it was good. He liked it. Oh, and it was like, I guess, decently priced, around 20 ringgit. And then after the theme park, so we went for dinner. So our dinner was at Paradise Dynasty. We ordered a long of xiao long bao. What is long in basket? One basket of xiao long bao to share. And then one plate of this chow show, which is like this like chili oil dumpling thing, and then one bowl of pork and bone broth Chinese ramen, yeah, and then a pot of tea to share. Anyway, review of the food. The xiao long bao is okay, nothing special, nothing bad, just xiao long bao. La mian was a bit too soft. I don't know if it's the noodle itself or my preference. And then the chili oil dumpling is a very big dumpling like I think I won already enough, but then the plate came with like 4 or 6. I don't know, I was like expecting wontons when I ordered it, but it was not wonton, so I was a bit disappointed. But then they never claimed to be wonton. It clearly was dumpling, so I don't know why or what I was thinking. But yeah, that was that. One interesting, I don't know, interesting or not to you. But when we sat down, right, then this like service staff came with like 2 small plate of side dish and then put on our table, which I was not very interested in. I don't know for what reason, right? I think we looked at the menu. The menu said that those things were chargeable. So I was like, huh? Chargeable? And I don't even want to eat it. So we asked another crew if this thing like, is it free or what? Then he say it's not free, but if we don't want, we can tell him and he can take it away. And we say, yeah, we don't want. So we took it back. Because like one of it is like what, 5 ringgit. I mean, it's not that we cannot afford lah, but like, why would you pay for something you didn't ask for and you don't want, you know? Okay, and then after this, end of the day, we got, sorry this picture damn ugly because I didn't get a picture in time. We got 2 scoops of Swenson's ice cream. I know this doesn't look like 2 scoops. One scoop was the truffle oil chocolate or whatever, and then the other scoop was like the peanut butter something. The truffle one actually had truffle oil in it and it was on the menu when I ordered it, but I don't know what I was like expecting. I didn't expect it to taste like truffle, and it does taste like truffle and it was very strange. I regretted it. And then the peanut butter one, I don't know also for what reason, right? I was expecting it to taste like Reese's Buttercup, but then it didn't taste like Reese's Buttercup. So all in all, this was a very sad 2 scoops of ice cream because what I wanted was not what I got. But I ordered what I ordered and I got what I ordered. So I don't know if I'm more disappointed in Swenson's or myself. I'm sorry. Okay, finally day 3. Breakfast. If you consider this breakfast, I ate cup noodles, which I brought from Singapore. Why we eat cup noodles? Because I used to visit Genting quite often when I was a child. Like maybe every year I would go with my family. One of the core memories was eating cup noodles. So I think I just wanted to relive my childhood, eat some cup noodles. So I bought cup noodles from Singapore and all the way to Genting. Talk about dedication. Yeah, I even brought chopsticks and then there was a fork inside the cup noodle. But how would I know? It doesn't say on the packaging. Unless it did and I didn't see. But never mind. But I didn't get the actual brand of cup noodle that was my childhood lah. The childhood one is the Maggi Mee hot cup, you know. But I got this one because I felt like eating this. And then for lunch, so our coach back to Singapore was 11:30. It's a bit of an awkward timing lah, but you should eat, right? So we had early lunch at Zhou Da Fu, which is a porridge place, I guess. But they also sell like kind of a lot of funny things. It's a very zapalang Chinese style food. But I assume their signature food is like some clay pot, and then they sell porridge in a clay pot also, so that was quite cool. So we got the fish porridge. The servings that they sell, right, is like recommended 2 packs minimum, so you have to share one clay pot if you only have 2 people. Oh, and then the youtiao, an additional order, so it didn't come with the porridge. So the porridge was good. I quite like the porridge. Tastes quite nice. And then the ingredient, which is the fish. So we got a fish porridge. They gave really a lot of fish, like scoop and scoop and scoop, right? Then still got fish. So the 2 packs clay pot is about 4 standard rice bowl portion. Then this was like 60 ringgit just for the porridge itself. Worth a try. Brief update on my nail. It's not really working out the way I thought it would work out. It's already 1:30 AM and my progress is like... Okay, anyway, moving on. We move on. So that was all the food that we have. The next section will be on attractions. On the first day after we arrived and after lunch, we took the cable car. So we bought the tickets on the day itself at the kiosk outside. If it was raining, right, then we might have to look at other places to go. We took the cable car. It was a very nice ride. So this cable car brings you to the premium outlets, but they have like a complimentary drop-off in the middle at Chin Swee Cave's temple. I wasn't very interested in the premium outlet actually. I was more interested in the temple. I was very happy that the cable car could bring us there. So from the cable car alighting point, then there's still quite a bit of a distance from the temple lah. But then they have these like short escalators all the way down, so that's a plus point. At the temple, there's this like nice looking pagoda, and then there's like this path that you can walk. It tells you a little bit about like the different layers of hell, Monkey King, and the Journey to the West figures. And then there's this like really big Buddha in the atrium open space area. And then there's a very nice view of the mountain. The sky was very pretty there. And since the cable car brought us to premium outlets, we thought we might as well go, right? So the premium outlet is like a indoor-outdoor concept kind of place. There's a lot of wings and then a few levels. A lot of shops and brands available, but that wasn't a priority for our trip to do shopping. Guys, my nails are really not cooperating. So what I'm gonna do, right, is I will just do my thumbs, because this, the one you take picture with, right? It's really not working out. So we took a round trip cable car ride. So back at the hilltop area, after dinner we visited Skytropolis, which is the indoor theme park. So this place has changed so much since my childhood. I already forgot how it looked like in my childhood, but I knew it didn't look like this. From the outside it didn't look like much, but when you walk in and you walk around, there are actually a lot of things. Carnival games, and then they also have like your typical bumper cars. I think there's a roller coaster, like a small one. And then there's like some Superman zip coaster, the pirate ship, carousel, things like that. There's really a lot of things. And then the tickets are, I think you can buy a day pass or an everything pass, or you can buy pay per ride. But we went with the loose ice only. Because we knew we were going to the theme park. I personally didn't feel like spending money here. Yeah, but it was quite fun watching other people play. And then we also visited the arcade on the highest level. There are a few arcades. We just was walking around and then we chanced upon this arcade and then we played here. And then day two, after breakfast, we went to Sky World. Actually, we didn't go very early. We went in around like 12-ish. But this, we bought the tickets the day before online. They currently have like a Golden Jubilee sale going on. 35 Sing dollars per ticket. We went on a Sunday. The crowd was surprisingly okay. Some of the rides that we took, this is the Alpha Fighter Pilots. I thought it was like, oh, just go round and round, right? Then we watched, right? What? It goes 360. It looked very exciting. And I was scared. Boyfriend took the ride on his own. First time around. Took a lot of convincing. Finally convinced me to take the ride with him. Was it fun? It was fun. Will I take it again? I think one time, the entire trip there was good enough. Maybe I want to add that there's this Sky World's theme park app. where you can virtually queue for something. So with the virtual queue was free, by the way, and some rides you can only access through the virtual queue. It's a very strange concept, but I will not question it. Those that we did the virtual queue, we managed to be one of the next group, if not the next two groups, to take the ride. On this picture over here, this samba gliders. So just imagine there's a hanging thing like a zip line, but more exciting. And you can face forward or backwards. So I personally think that the forward way is slightly more fun because you see where you're going, you feel the wind, it's a bit nicer. Next, we have this slits something rock. So it basically rocks back and forth like the pirate ship, but then it also spins around, which I think all in all very uncomfortable. I don't know why I rode it. I regret. Makes me want to vomit. And then another ride we took was this thing called the Global Defender. This is the outside of it. I don't have a picture of the real thing, but imagine like a Ferris wheel, and then it's like one person, one seat, and then the seat can turn 360. It was the last ride we took, and I was like a bit nauseous. If not for that, I think this would have been quite fun. Just some other pictures. Wanted to show you the various theme zones. This is me posing with the squirrel, hugging nothing while the squirrel hugs the acorn. You know the acorn? It's for sale at the gift shop, and I was interested. Then I saw the price tag for I think like 79 ringgit, and I was like, okay, I'm not interested anymore. And this is me at the entrance. It's a nice colourful backdrop. This is me at the base of the Tiaoloji, which was closed. Boyfriend wanted to take it. Then we queued on the virtual queue, but when it was the timing, so the virtual queue you can queue for a specific timing in the future. So let's say now it's like 2 o'clock, right? I can book for 4 p.m. if there is a 4 p.m. slot. Around like 4 p.m. I go to the thing, they scan the QR code, and then I can go straight. It's like a reservation system. But I think due to weather reasons, the Tiaoloji was closed at 4 p.m. Overall, I think it was quite a fun place, quite worth the ticket price. But you do need to factor in a bit of the unpredictability in the weather for the rides as well. Okay, that's all on Sky World. After that, in the evening of day 2, we went to check out the Sky Casino. I guess they are known for the casino, I don't know. And I thought I would go there and also try my luck. We lost money. We were not lucky. This was my first time entering the casino because when I turned 21, then it was like the COVID period. And then in Singapore, if you're a Singaporean, they like literally text you before you can enter the Marina Bay Sands Casino. Anyways, back to the Sky Casino. It's a nice place, quite big, a lot of tables. I don't know what people are doing there actually. The people sitting in front of the slots machine, and they look really focused as though there is a strategy to it. There's no strategy to it. You just sit down and prepare to lose. And the people sitting at the poker tables or the other card tables and stuff. And then like when I see the minimum bet is like $100, and I'm like, wow, this is a lot of money. Yeah, but we saw a few interesting games. We stood behind some tables to watch other people play. Oh yeah, so to enter the casino, they didn't check anything in particular. I guess you looked old enough and you didn't have to scan anything. But if you wanted to play at the slots machine, you needed the membership card. I am a member, but I signed up online, so I don't have the membership card, like the physical card. Boyfriend is not a member at all, and he went to the level 1 customer service counter, and the staff there signed him up and printed the card on the spot. So then I asked the person if they could do it for me, and they said, oh, for existing members, you have to do it at level 2. So I went level 2. There are physical counters, and I think we were like queue number 400 something, and the current queue was calling like 200, and I'm like, okay, give up. So we went for the alternative, which was this self-service kiosk, and for whatever strategic reasons, so there are 3 tiers. So if you are Singapore passport, right, you start at the silver tier, which is very strange because when I signed up online, I was a classic member, which is the lowest tier. There is only 1 silver kiosk. There's like 4 or 5 classic kiosks. So at my pathetic singular silver kiosk, there were a lot of people queuing in front of me. So the classic kiosk people got it done faster than the silver kiosk people. To me, it's a downgrade lah, like queued for like a good 30 minutes just to get a card replacement. I think it was very ridiculous. And then so that's how we concluded our day. And then on the last day, which is day 3 morning, I wanted to visit this garden. I remember it vividly from my childhood. So it's called a Talking Garden. It's behind Skyworld's hotel. So we took a shuttle bus to get here. But it's a lot smaller than I remembered. There were gardeners there, so it's being maintained. And from here you could see the temple, but this was probably on a 20 times zoom. So in the garden there's this like maze thing. That's me in the maze. Spent about 20 minutes at the garden and just chilling lah. Nothing much to do but chill. And an honorable mention is Maltese bag that I got from Taobao. Cute. Oh my god, so cute. This is like the best purchase of the year. The year hasn't even ended, but I already know. Okay, we're almost at the end. This is a summary of my spendings. These are all in ringgit. So in total, 2 packs we spent 1,720 ringgit. Yeah, you can see the breakdown on the screen. I think we quite enjoyed ourselves on this trip. I don't think we were particularly too frugal or too spendthrift, so this should be an average amount. I'll be happy to answer any questions in the comments if you have them. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, bye! I don't know if you noticed, but this video has a lot of like cute animation, effects and things like that. You know why? Because I paid for CapCut Pro. I was so reluctant when I paid for CapCut Pro because I was editing a video and I wanted to use the auto caption function, and I was using an older version of CapCut when it was still free. But for some reason, right, it like auto updated. Like I disallowed that, but it's still auto updated, which is like okay. Then you ask me to disallow for what? Anyway, so I bought for 1 month, which was about $12 on the desktop. Then I don't know why, after I paid, then I realized maybe I should check on the app. Lo and behold, there was a Mother's Day sale. The Mother's Day sale, it was like $60 for the whole year. I just felt a lot of injustice. I didn't buy it. Anyway, back to my nails. Oh my god, I spent 2 hours doing 2 nails. But it's so pathetic.